Hey folks, Mike Johnson here. If it's got wheels and an engine, you're in the right place. On this channel, we dive into car repairs, maintenance tips, and everything you need to keep your ride running smooth. If you're into cars and want to keep learning, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. All right, enough talking. Let's get into it.
P0009 indicates an irregularity in the position of your engine's camshafts. What causes this error code? What are the symptoms and causes of this code? This informative guide will help you answer these questions and many more. What does P0009 mean? Fault code P0009 stands for Motor Position Performance Bank 2. Bank 2 inch in the definition of this code refers to the part of the engine that does not contain cylinder number 1. The motor depends on the precise synchronization of its moving parts to operate correctly. If a component goes out of synchronization, it can cause problems that can permanently damage the engine. If an engine's pistons and valves, for example, are badly synchronized, they can collide and cause serious damage. Fault code P0009 indicates an irregularity in the position of your engine's camshafts. For pistons and valves to be correctly synchronized, the camshaft and crankshaft must also be correctly synchronized. Camshaft and crankshaft are connected by timing belts or chains. The camshaft is equipped with a camshaft position sensor, CMP. Likewise, the crankshaft is fitted with a similar sensor, the crankshaft position sensor, CKP. The PCM uses the information gathered by the CMP sensors to monitor the position and speed of the camshafts. The PCM then compares this information with that from the CKP sensor to ensure that the engine is correctly timed. Trouble code P0009 is triggered when your vehicle's computer, known as the Powertrain Control Module or PCM, detects a difference in the position of the camshaft in relation to the crankshaft. As V-engines have timing chains and several camshafts, it's possible for one bank to be offset from the other and from the crankshaft. This is addressed by code P0009. When the ECM to PCM detects an offset situation in relation to the crankshaft and camshaft, greater than 9 degrees on a GM, and sets a code P00XX, technicians use an oscilloscope to examine the crankshaft and camshaft sensor configuration, which the ECM to PCM reads when the engine is running. On GM vehicles, code P0009 may be the result of a crankshaft relucer that may have shifted so that it is incorrectly indexed. GM Service Bulletin #PIP3423P addresses this issue with respect to this code as well as codes P0016, P0017, P0018, P0019, P0008. You can find out more about how codes like P0009 are recorded in our camshaft and crankshaft technical discussion. Note that the definition of code P0009 may vary depending on the vehicle manufacturer. We recommend consulting a repair manual or database for further information. What are the possible causes of code P0009? DDC P0009 has several possible causes, the most likely of which are listed below. Note that during diagnosis, it is important to identify the exact cause in order to find an effective, long-term solution. Camshaft variable valve solenoid failure. Engine oil level too low. Engine not calibrated correctly. Engine oil does not comply with manufacturer's requirements. Failure of variable valve timing actuator. Worn timing chain or belt. Failure of timing chain tensioner or guides damaged or misaligned. Crankshaft drive wheel low. Engine oil levels can cause code P0009. What are the common symptoms of code P0009? Below are some of the most common symptoms of code P0009. If you encounter any combination of these, we recommend you consult a repair manual or database for more information. Check engine light on. Reduced engine performance. Engine running poorly. Difficult starting to extension. Failure to start. Increased fuel consumption. Noise of timing chain rattling in some cases. No discernible adverse condition. How to diagnose code P0009. Correct diagnosis of any OBDII code begins with accurate diagnosis. Determining the exact cause of the problem is the first key step. However, this can be a challenge as, for most OBDII codes, there are several possible causes. If you're an experienced do-it-yourselfer, you can refer to a reliable repair guide or database for more information on the OBDII codes you encounter. These sources contain detailed instructions, clear guides and diagrams. In addition to these sources, you can also consult other online resources and documents. How to repair code P0009. As mentioned above, accurate diagnosis is important in order to achieve an effective solution for OBDI codes. However, vehicles have different configurations, OBDI code definitions and troubleshooting procedures. This means you need to have a reliable, vehicle-specific repair manual at your disposal. Obtaining a repair manual or subscribing to a repair database is a good option, especially if you plan to carry out most vehicle repairs yourself. However, it is advisable to have your vehicle serviced by a professional mechanic or technician immediately if you are unsure of your repair skills. Further notes on code P0009. The message P0009 is most frequently encountered on GM vehicles. Replacing the timing chain and associated components is a common repair. For other GM vehicles, there are technical service bulletins, TSBs, which recommend replacing the crankshaft due to an irregular reluction wheel. Whatever the cause of the problem, the general advice to avoid this fault code is to always use the manufacturer's approved engine oil and change it at the recommended service intervals. Fault code P0009 has a high level of importance and repair difficulty. This code indicates the presence of performance and driving problems, such as difficult starting or irregular operation. In some cases, you may be unable to drive your vehicle. Other associated codes are P0016, P0017, P0018, and P0019. In conclusion, understanding fault code P0009 is crucial for diagnosing engine timing issues that can significantly impact your vehicle's performance. By recognizing the symptoms and potential causes, you can take the necessary steps to address the problem effectively. Whether it involves checking the timing chain, inspecting the fuel system, or consulting a professional mechanic, timely action can help restore your engine's efficiency and reliability. Remember, staying informed and proactive is key to maintaining optimal engine health. Thank you for watching, and drive safely.